Hello students, today we have a beautiful poem from the pen of Hindi poet Agaze, Hiroshima, to discuss and analyze. This poem, Hiroshima, was actually written by Hindi poet Agaze, and it's translated in English by S. H. Vatsyayanan. Okay? So this poem deals with the humanistic and socialistic leanings of the poet towards the measurable plight of the innocent people of Hiroshima, a city of Japan, where the atom bomb was dropped by America. Okay? So the poem also shows the brutality of the human being, the unwanted carnage caused by the haughty and self-centered politicians, the horrible and incredible human brutality and butchery against humanity. So in technique and style, the poem has modern tone and temper, full of hard and solid images which remind us of T.S. Eliot, Ezra Pound, Hopkins, Auden, and other war poets. So in order to understand this poem, one should go back to the background of the history related to the bombardment of America on the two important cities of Japan, that is Hiroshima and Nagasaki, during the Second World War. So these two cities have become today memorable because of the naked dance of death of human being towards human being, or the indiscriminate use of arms and ammunition. So we know that during the Second World War, America wants to get a very early conquest, and its dominance over the Japan, it dropped atom bombs without knowing anything about the consequence. अमेरिका ने वो एटम बम्स गिराए जापान के दो इंपॉर्टेंट सिटीज हिरोशिमा और नागासाकी पे, क्योंकि अमेरिका को सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वार में उसको क्विक जीत चाहिए थी, क्विक वो अपनी विक्ट्री चाहता था, और उसने वो बम गिराए और उनको ये पता ही नहीं था कि इसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस कैसे होंगे, है ना. और एज ए रिजल्ट मेनी पीपल कंसाइंड टू एशेज, their dwellings demolished, their dreams, aspirations shattered to nothingness, and the whole activity of the city reduced to the dust. So this traumatic experience has been haunting not only the people of these two cities but also the whole world. So based on this theme, this poem is very interesting in matter and manner, feeling and form. So let's see the very opening line of the poem. है ना? So the very opening of the poem is figurative and connotative. Connotative मतलब भाव लिए हुए है. It shows irony and contrast, which are the important tools of the modern poet. The poet says, on this day, है ना, one day out of the blue rose the sun, not over the horizon, the square of the town, daylight, not from the space, burst out of the soil. इससे पहले लाइंस कैसे? On this day the sun appeared, no, not slowly over the horizon, है ना. One day out of the blue, blue मतलब sky, है ना. The sun rises out of the sky, but the sun rose not over the horizon, है ना. It rose over the square of the town, in the middle of the town. Daylight, not from the space. The sun rose not from the space, रादर इट बस्ट आउट ऑफ सॉइल, ये तो मिट्टी से फूट पड़ा, है ना। ठीक है, ऑन दिस डे द सन अपीयर्ड नो नॉट स्लोली ओवर द horizon but right in the city square. So the poet takes the image of the bright sun. The sun is not the natural sun rising in the east daily for giving life to the whole world and driving the darkness away from the world. सन यहां पर जो इस लाइन में बताया है, दिस सन रेफर्स टू द मैन मेड सन caused by the pouring down of atom bombs. Just like the sun, the atom bombs also emit bright rays. But the rays are not the fruitful rays of the sun, giving health and energy to both men and plants. Here, the rays engendered by the bombs thrashed and butchered the whole humanity within a second. So the phrase right in the city square का मतलब क्या है? Dropping of the bomb in the middle of the town, generally the center for people's entertainment, है ना, and their strolling. ठीक है, तो वो यहाँ पर सिंपल कैसे मेटाफोरिकल लैंग्वेज में बात कर रहे हैं कि एक दिन सन रोज हुआ, सन राइज हुआ, कहां से राइज हुआ? ओवर, नॉट ओवर द हराइजन, आकाश में नहीं दिखाई दिया, हराइजन में नहीं दिखाई दिया। सन तो कहां से अराइज हुआ? आउट ऑफ द सॉइल, इट बस्ट आउट ऑफ द सॉइल। सन को किससे कंपेयर किया उसने? एटम बम से। तो नॉर्मल में सनराइज होता है स्पेस में, आकाश में आपको दिखाई देता है व्हेन इट राइज, व्हेन इट इज देयर ओवर द हराइजन। लेकिन ये तो एटम बम था, ये कहां से राइज हुआ? व्हेन द सॉइल बस्ट, जब वो नीचे गिरा, जब वो बम नीचे गिराया गया, तब वहां से इतनी ब्राइट लाइट हुई जैसे सन की होती है। तो सन जब राइज नॉर्मल में, जो एक नेचुरल सन जब राइज होता है, तो दैट लाइट removes the darkness and that light is fruitful, that light refreshes life, it gives health and energy. But this artificial sun, which is the atom bomb, it destroyed life, it resulted in the naked dance of death of human beings, है ना। तो this atom bomb was thrown, this sun was thrown in the middle of the city, है ना। So in the natural process the sun generally appears in the east and it slowly comes over the horizon. But here the case is just opposite. The sun here never comes slowly but very speedily, and that too in the middle of the city. So the comparison is very appropriate and interesting, है ना। So what he says कि there was a great blast caused by the dazzle, not from the middle sky but from the earth, which is turned raggedly open, है ना। तो बहुत ज्यादा ब्लास्ट हुआ, उससे क्या हुआ कि अर्थ जो है, इट इज टर्न raggedly open, एकदम फट जाती है धरती। आफ्टर द बम्बार्डमेंट द सिचुएशन वॉज वेरी एपोकेलिप्टिक, बहुत डरावनी स्थिति हो गई, rendering the people homeless and making their life even worse than animal. People and their objects, as well as their dwelling places, were dazed and lost and pitched in every direction. So this measurable and pathetic plight of the general people have been shown by the poet with beautiful words and diction and images. देखो क्या कह रहा है? The human shadows directionless, that sun all over the place, rose it not from the ocean, fell out of the blue at the square of the town, है ना। कि ह्यूमन शैडोज दिख रही हैं तुमको सभी डायरेक्शंस में, डायरेक्शनलेस, इधर उधर सब शैडोज हैं, है ना। एंड दैट सन ऑल ओवर द प्लेस रोज इट नॉट फ्रॉम द ओशन। अब वो सन जो है वो ओशन से अराइज नहीं हुआ था, है ना। इट वॉज फेल आउट ऑफ द ब्लू, ये तो ब्लू मतलब स्काई, ये तो आकाश से नीचे गिराया गया था। at the square of the town. In the middle of the town, this sun was thrown. Okay? So here in this stanza, some words and phrases are very suggestive. Human shadows का मतलब क्या हुआ? It shows various layers of meaning. First of all, it suggests human beings of the city were turned to shadows. है ना? कि human beings जो हैं वो shadows बन गए, यानी कि they turned to death. Secondly, human shadows का मतलब है dark shadows of the whole human being who boast of great civilization and culture. Shadows उन लोगों की जो हिकड़ी मारते हैं कि भाई हाँ, they are having, they are civilized, है ना? They belong to great civilized country, है ना? There is a highly developed culture. उनकी shadows. क्या हुआ? उनकी सिविलाइजेशन को, उनकी कल्चर को उस बम ने मिट्टी में खत्म कर दिया. It also suggests the self-centered egomaniac politician who seldom feel the qualm of conscience in dropping out the bombs on the innocent people. है ना? So this phrase presents a contrast to the natural sun. Generally, when the sun is over our head in the sky, there is a shadow of our body created by the light of the sun. है ना? But here the human shadows are dazed and lost. यहाँ तो shadows है ही नहीं, यहाँ तो खत्म ही हो गई, वो चिपक ही गई shadow. So in other words, there were no men, so there were no shadows. है ना? That's what sun का is also very connotative. It connotes how the atomic blast is just like the wheels of the sun, causing violent death all over. ठीक है ना? So the next stanza is again more ironic and thought-provoking. They say that during the dance of the death in the middle of Hiroshima city, the sun rises and sets in a very short time. As a result, all the visions, all the dreams, all the aspirations of human beings were smashed to pieces. है ना? देखो क्या कह रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Phaeton's broken chariot, यहाँ पर ये बात आई थी ना, डेथ स्वॉर्ड सन का, कि एटॉमिक ब्लास्ट जो हुआ वो किसकी तरह से था? लाइक द व्हील्स, चैरियट. चैरियट किसको कह रहे हैं? सन का व्हील्स, सन के व्हील्स, है ना? विच कॉज्ड वायलेंट डेथ ऑल ओवर. Wheels fragmented, Phaeton's broken chariot wheels fragmented, hundreds scattered all over the place. These three lines, that means they are having the meaning कि sun's broken wheels, है ना? Atomic blast is just like the wheels of the sun, causing violent death all over. That momentary rise and fall, only an enlightenment, moments, noon, engulfing the vision. And then कि ये जो सन राइज हुआ और सेट हुआ, ये क्या था? मोमेंट्री था. क्योंकि ये वाला सन कौन सा था? ये तो एटॉमिक बम है, एटम बम है ना? वो तो जो नेचुरल सन होता है, जो मॉर्निंग में राइज करता है और इवनिंग में सेट होता है ना? तो ये तो सन का राइज और फॉल जो है वो मोमेंट्री था. ओनली एन एनलाइटेंड मोमेंट. ये तो सिर्फ एक मोमेंट के लिए रोशनी हुई, इतनी डेजलिंग लाइट हुई और उस लाइट ने सब कुछ तबाह कर दिया, है ना? तो इट वाज द, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि दिस टेरिबल ब्लास्ट ऑफ द बम फ्लैश्ड आउट वेरी सडनली एंड आल्सो सबसाइडेड इन अ मोमेंट. ये तो ब्लास्ट एक मोमेंट के लिए हुआ और एक ही मोमेंट में खत्म हो गया. सो बोथ द राइजिंग एंड द सेटिंग ऑफ द सन वर डन within a very short period of time. So we know that the sun generally rises in the morning and sets in the evening. But here in the city of Hiroshima, This whole process of the sun from morning to evening was confined to few seconds at the noon of the day. So that's why the poet uses the word one compressed noon. So this phrase also shows the cruel and inhuman activity of human being to change the rule of nature. So this reminds of Shakespeare's great poet of Romantic school, who once says, "To her fair walks did nature link the human soul that through me ran, but much it grieved my heart to think what man has made of man." So then what happened? The human shadows, and then what happens? क्या हुआ? वो तो एक मोमेंट के लिए राइज हुआ और फॉल हुआ, है ना? तो वो तो एक सेकंड के लिए हुआ, एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंड? फिर क्या हुआ? है ना? The human shadows elongated, unerased, humans vaporized. Shadows written over the scorched stones, the stucco of the ruined roads. है ना? तो क्या हुआ कि ह्यूमन शेडोज जो हैं वो इलोंगेटेड हो गई, अब वो अनइरेज्ड हो गई शेडोज, ह्यूमंस तो वेपराइज्ड हो गए, है ना? एक सेकंड भी नहीं लगा मिलियंस और मिलियंस ऑफ पीपल को बर्न आउट होने में, तो ह्यूमंस वेपराइज हो गए, शेडोज जो थी वो उन पत्थरों पे ऐसे ही चिपक गई, ऐसे लगा कि शेडोज रिटर्न ओवर द स्कोज्ड स्टोन. So it's a very realistic picture of that situation caused by the atom bombs. So the poet is of the opinion that all men of the city were died as suddenly as the mist. So in the natural process of the day, the heat of the sun dries the mist on the blades of the grass. But here this man-made fierce and horrible bomb end of the life of man within few minutes. The only thing that stays in the city is the shadows. अब शैडो का भी बहुत सारे मीनिंग है. शैडो का मतलब ये भी है कि डार्क एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द सैटिरिक बिहेवियर ऑफ मैन. It also means the stains and scar made by the merciless mankind towards the innocent people. So the dark shadows have haunted the civilization and is still haunting and will be haunted in the next generation. So the only thing that stays today is the shadows. On the second scale of meaning, the shadows means the shadow caused by the flame of burning rock and stones of the vacant streets, as there were no people in the cities. A staged sun engulfed the human vapor. This jarred shadow engraved over the stone stands the witness. So, what was there? कि nothing is there, है ना? A staged sun engulfed the human vapor. That was a staged sun because it was not the natural sun. It was the atom bomb. It engulfed the humanity within seconds. है ना? Only that shadow is engraved upon the stone. So only those shadows are the witness to this great tragedy that has taken place. So I hope you understand the poem, and it was such a beautiful poem written by Agay and translated by English poet and that shows the cruel dance of death, naked dance of death of man. Such a horrible picture has been portrayed in this poem in such a beautiful way. Thank you.